Guilty, that's the word from the jury hearing the kidnapping and murder case against Terry Froman. He's the man who was captured on I-75 near Middletown after killing a teenage boy in Kentucky, then kidnapping and killing the teen's mother. Local 12's Larry Davis was in court and has a reaction to the verdict and why the jury still has more work to do. Larry?
Hi, Rob. It took jurors only 2 hours to come up with a verdict. Even the defense admitted there was overwhelming evidence in this case. But while there has been a conviction, it remains to be seen whether Terry Froman will actually get the death penalty. Terry Froman stood trial nearly 3 years after he was accused of killing his former girlfriend's son and then kidnapping her. Prosecutors say he then shot and killed Kim Thomas before Ohio State troopers caught up with him on I-75 in Turtle Creek Township. In closing arguments, the prosecution said Froman vowed to get even with Thomas for breaking up with him.
Because the plan wasn't simply to just kidnap her for a few hours and beat her up in an attempt to get her to take him back. His plan was always to kill her.
During the trial, jurors viewed graphic video and pictures. Defense attorney Perry Ancona told them they had to set those aside, as well as their feelings about Terry Froman.
I understand you don't like Mr. Froman, and you don't have to answer me, and you can't answer me. But to try to depict him from the very beginning as a bad person is something that you have to set aside.
In the end, the jury found Froman guilty on all counts, as well as specifications for each. Froman showed no emotion. While pleased with the verdict, prosecutor David Fornshell says this was a tragic case.
We're happy for the result because we believe it represents justice for this family, but certainly the next phase of it is a difficult task for all the parties involved.
And Rob, prosecutor Fornshell was the only principal player to speak about the verdict afterwards. Kim Thomas's father and defense attorney Perry Ancona declined to comment. But again, as you mentioned, this case is not over yet. Live in Lebanon, Larry Davis, Local 12 News. Rob, back to you.
Larry, thank you very much. Next up is the sentencing phase of this trial. That's set to begin on Thursday. Terry Froman could get the death penalty.